We are back again with another exclusive, and this time it is the drum rolls Bajaj Pulsar N250. Yes, just like the NS series, Bajaj is now updating its N250 as well. But before we proceed ahead and tell you all the juicy details about this bike, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to BikeWale for more such informative videos. Our sources have revealed that Bajaj will introduce loads of new features on the Pulsar N250, including traction control. Yes, you heard it right. This is the first time ever that a Bajaj motorcycle will get traction control system, and we expect it to be switchable. Moreover, from our past experience of riding the N250, it has decent power figures, the engine is fairly peppy, but it doesn't really need traction control. Regardless, Bajaj will offer it for added convenience. Speaking of the engine and the handling, well, there is a lot more to dive into, but before that, there are a few more features that we want to tell you that Bajaj will introduce on the upcoming N250. Another feature that Bajaj will introduce with the traction control system on the N250 to enhance its safety net will be ABS modes. There will be three settings most likely. First one will be where the ABS intrusion is at its highest, and you can use this setting if you are riding in rain or riding on wet road. Second one will be slightly mellowed down, slightly dulled down setting where you don't have to turn off the ABS but you can still brake fairly hard. And the third setting is where you turn off the ABS at the rear completely, disengage it completely, and in case you want to slide or want slightly more feedback at the rear wheel in terms of braking. Bajaj will also update the N250 with a brand new fully digital instrument console. So this will pack smartphone connectivity to give you notifications for SMS or calls and other basic readouts. And naturally, this also demands for revised switch cubes. So we expect slightly more buttons on the N250's switch cube to toggle through the menu and all the other settings. The next major update for the N250 comes in terms of its hardware. Like we have seen on the test mule, the bike will finally get upside down forks, and these not only offer slightly more sophistication in terms of the hardware, but also offer more visual mass to the bike from the front end. And it will also get pedal discs at both ends. So for example, pedal discs offer better heat dissipation compared to your regular discs. Along with the new suspension setup at the front and the pedal discs, Bajaj will also give the N250 a wider rear tire. The current model gets a 130 section, so you can expect the updated N250 to get a 140 section. This means more contact patch, and this could alter the riding dynamics slightly, but how would that transfer in the real world? Well, that is something we would wait for until the bike launches and we get to ride the bike at once. Along with the N250's design, even its 250cc single-cylinder oil-cooled engine will remain unchanged, and the power figures of about 24 bhp and 21.5 Nm too will be the same. What else will be same is the 5-speed gearbox, which we feel has been the limiting factor for the bike, but sadly that may not change anytime soon. And finally, Bajaj will offer the N250 a much needed color refresh too. The bike will be finally offered in two new paint schemes that will be red and black, and both these will be dual tone paint schemes to do justice to the N250 sportier and youthful styling, which we feel the current plain Jane black color doesn't really do. All said and done, the changes that are being made to the Pulsar N250 are quite substantial, and that calls for a notable price hike. For reference, the current Pulsar N250 retails at 1.50 lakh ex-showroom, and you can expect the updated model to cost about rupees 10,000 more, so the price will go to about rupees 1.60 lakh ex-showroom. And once launched, it will rival the Suzuki Gixxer 250. Now, for all these years, the Suzuki Gixxer had an upper hand in terms of features and making slightly more power, but with the new package, we finally think that the N250 will offer more value for money compared to the Gixxer 250. Well, these are all the updates that the Pulsar N250 is set to be announced with. But how will these translate to the real world? We recommend you watch this space for the upcoming updates.